In this anime, you are playing the protagonist in a game whose name is Kurtz. You're being attacked by slimes, so you run away, but oh no, you run straight into a beautiful girl. The slimes surround you when suddenly, the girl body slams the slimes with her shield and saves your life. You thank her while staring at her plot, and she tells you to be careful before running off, but not before dropping a bag that says armor shop for ladies and gentlemen. You walk around town until you find the armor shop. You help yourself in with this cute bunny thing on your shoulder, when you see the cute girl from earlier and a dude being sus as hell. You decide to stare because you don't really know what else to do, and because you're probably a virgin, until you somehow trip on yourself while standing completely still. You apologize and tell them that you didn't mean to peek. You tell them that you weren't expecting dirty things to go on in an armor shop, but Lily tells you that she was just trying on some armor, while Narden was taking measurements. She says it's a little embarrassing being stared at, and already, you're charmed by her beauty. You try to look away, and realize that the whole place is covered in plot armor. Narden tells you that he started this shop to fulfill his lifelong passion to make adventurers look sexy. Lily is pumped about spreading the word, while Narden gives you a thumbs up and says that sexy is life. You return the bag that Lily dropped, which turns out to be a buttload of gold. Narden says thank the heavens, and that they would have gone out of business without it. You take a look at the ledgers, and realize that they have no idea what they're doing. You offer your help to manage the money, since you also need a job, and without a second thought, Narden takes you in. Narden tells you that he's been setting the prices extremely low, and by that, he means that he's been basically giving them out for free. He tells you that he cares more about fulfilling his dream than making money. Just then, a customer walks in, asking for armor that's cute and cheap, and is hoping to find something that will raise her agility stats. Narden whips out the good stuff, but the archer girl asks for something else. He gets sad, but whips out another piece, kinkier than before. She immediately rejects him, but tries on the first one, saying that she feels a bit embarrassed, but says she'll take it since it's cheap. Narden sells it at a significant loss, which gives you a massive headache. You ask Narden if his armor is that worthless to be selling at a loss every time. He refutes, saying that his armor is wonderful. You add that irrelevant of your dreams, it's unfair to the armor to be selling at a loss. He realizes his faults, realizing now that he's been making a huge mistake. Lily says that their armor is like a weapon, since being sexy is a girl's weapon. You get turned on by her cuteness, so you ask if they're dating, to which they say that they're not. You celebrate in front of them like a virgin, and then turn around to tell them that you're excited to turn around the store. The next day, Lily tries on some new armor. You become afflicted by the armor's special charming ability, and tell her to make you her slave. You tell her that you want her to step on you, and kick you with her legs.
Hurry up!
Narden spanks you, and you regain your consciousness. You have no memory of what just happened, but realize that your butt really hurts. Narden tells you that his plot armor is so good, that they all have special abilities. He gives you an item to protect against all status effects, but you turn it down because it looks too girly. He gives you a weaker one, and you try it on, and take a look at Lily. Later, Lily thinks your bunny friend is cute, and you tell her his name is Makoku. She feeds him a walnut, and you find out that Lily is pretty brolic. She tells you that she's really strong, and that these magic gloves limit her strength. She then tells you that she lives with Narden on the second floor of the shop, and you take a critical hit, thinking that they're sleeping together. Narden asks if you also want to live here, saying that he has an extra room, realizing now that you're being an ass for assuming. Lily tells you that the room is next to hers, and your virgin mind thinks virgin thoughts. You get a nosebleed from just your thoughts like a true virgin, and tell Narden to count you in for the room. The next day, Lily is taking a bath with Makoku. Like and subscribe for more weird, plot-filled content like this. Meanwhile, Narden comes into your room to give you a paycheck. You tell him that you can't accept when the business is on the brink of failure. He gives you a hug and puts the money in your back pocket. Suddenly, you hear a collapsing noise in the hall. You both go outside to see Lily collapsed on the floor. Lily says that she was in the bath too long. Narden calls you to get some water, but you took a critical hit from the virgin killing site. The next day, you're chilling when someone knocks on the door. You open and see a girl covered in blood. She tells you that she was fighting monsters, and she says her name is Florica. Florica warms up to you with a plot bounce, and you take massive damage. She asks for some recommendations, so you take a look around, but you don't have the balls to make these kind of recommendations. You see one that looks to be not so revealing, so you decide to recommend it. She looks at you with judgment, asking if that's the kind of stuff you're into. While changing, she asks for your help. You get close, but it's a trap. She pins you down and asks what you think. You restart the game and open your eyes. Third time's a charm. Later, Narden shares his life story. Narden trained to become a legendary mage until one day, he met a beautiful knight, chilling in his training grounds. He asks her to chill somewhere else, and she asks him if he needs some help with his training. He tells her that he's not here to mess around. He casts a fireball, but she puts it out by using a bounce of her plot. He casts a bunch of more magic, but she nullifies them all using her beauty. Effortlessly defeated, Narden asks the warrior to make him her student. Narden became her student and began to pursue the path of plot. One day, Rose tells him that she is looking for the Armor of Truth, a legendary armor that charms anyone who sees it. Narden says that he'll make it for her, and she tells him that she'll look forward to it. But one day, she left him. Narden left the boy who wanted to become a mage behind, and dedicated his entire life to making the Armor of Truth. And after 20 years, Narden finally built a prototype of the Armor of Truth. Later, Narden invites Florica to work here, since she's homeless and has no money. Suddenly, a bunch of slimes attack the shop. Narden gives you some armor, saying that it'll be useful against the slimes. You ask him how that thing will help, and he says you'll know when you wear it. Florica tells you to hide behind her while she takes out one of the slimes. Just then, Lily comes in and crushes the rest with her bare hands. The slime plot gets all over the girls, which is too much for your virgin eyes to handle. Later, the girls are taking a bath. Lily says it's great having Florica around, saying that she's very strong and really hot. Lily continues her compliments, and Florica gets turned on by Lily's dirty talk. They finish their business, when suddenly, a little girl appears next to you out of nowhere. She claims that she's the Demon King. You call her small for a Demon King, so she instantly roasts you. She calls Narden a fool, saying that he has nowhere to run. She demands him to turn over the angel feather he stole from her. Narden tells her he won't, even if it costs his life. Lily tells her she's cute, and asks if she can pet her horn. She says that she can, but takes it back as it starts to tickle. The Demon King says to not get so chummy, and that she can annihilate everyone with the snap of her finger. But Lily says she has some cookies, so they sit down and eat some cookies. The Demon King remembers why she's here again, and covers the world in darkness. She attacks, saying that she'll go after Bouncy Girl first. Florica comes to the rescue, cutting up the tentacle plot. Narden uses time magic to stop time for 4 seconds. The group tells Narden to give back the freaking feather, but he says that he can't, saying he's already used it as crafting material. He tells them that he used it on the Armor of Truth prototype, and that it is their only hope to defeating the Demon King. Florica distracts the Demon King, but gets wrapped up as she is no match for the tentacle plot. She goes after Lily next, but you block the attack, giving Lily the chance to get the armor. The Demon King decides to go after the shop next, charging up her next blast, when suddenly, Lily appears and nullifies the attack. The armor nullifies the Demon King's power, and even charms the enemy to switch sides. The Demon King cries, saying she also wants cute outfits. Narden gives her a school armor, making her happy and restoring the light to the world. And thus, the journey continues for the armor shop, as it continues its quest to fill the world with plot armor and completely waste your time watching this show.
What did I just watch?
Thanks for making it to the end. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Have a great day.